Let's move on to the next category, object events. There are 6 events you can select: state, animation completes, object intersects, object intersection ends, object enters slide, and object leaves slide. We've mentioned what an object state is in other videos, but for this one, all you need to know is that states are subtle visual changes that happen based on the learner's interaction with an object. For example, you might have a button that's red with white text in its normal state, but when the learner hovers over it, the button turns white and the text becomes red. With that in mind, when you select the state option, you're telling Storyline to perform an action when an object reaches a specific state. After selecting state, you'll see a cascading option appear where you can identify which state you want. You can even add multiple objects so the trigger only activates when all of the selected objects are in that same state. Animations determine how an object appears on or disappears from the slide. Storyline provides 12 animation options, such as fade, grow, spin, and swivel. You can tie a trigger to the completion of either an entrance or exit animation. An entrance animation controls how the object appears, while an exit animation controls how it leaves. For example, let's say you want to display a visual timer on your slide and give the learner a limited amount of time to complete a task before the slide automatically advances. You could create a circular shape with tick marks representing the points on a clock, then assign it a wheel exit animation with a 60-second duration. As the animation plays, the circle gradually disappears, mimicking the motion of the timer's second hand. Once the animation completes, Storyline automatically advances to the next slide. The object intersects and object intersection ends triggers work as opposites. Imagine an object moving from one point on the slide to another. It might pass in front of or behind another object. When the boundaries of the two objects touch, they intersect. When those boundaries separate, the intersection ends. To use either of these triggers, you'll identify both the moving object and the one it's intersecting with. These triggers are great for adding realism or gamification. For instance, you can detect when a moving object collides with another item, like a correct target area or a hazard, and use that interaction to trigger feedback, award points, or move the learner forward. The last 2 options, object enters slide and object leaves slide, work hand in hand with animations. Some entrance and exit animations move objects on or off the slide from one of its sides or corners. You can use these triggers to make other actions happen, similar to how we used the animation completes trigger earlier.